evening, everyone. Welcome back to Fox 23 News. I'm Nicole Menner. On Monday night, the 25th-ranked Mississippi State Bulldogs would keep their perfect home record intact with a blowout win over SWAC foe Alcorn State. Nick Weatherspoon and Lamar Peters would score 17 points apiece for an MSU team that would shoot 61% from the floor, while three other dogs gave us double-digit scoring nights, including freshman Reggie Perry, who notched the first double-double of his career with 16 points and 11 boards. And that hot shooting was set up by sharing the ball, 24 assists on 33 baskets that saw MSU improve to 5-1 on the season. The guys will now gear up for a much more difficult challenge on Friday against Dayton.
It's big for our NCAA tournament hopes, because there's a big stretch, some good teams coming up with Clemson. Dayton is pretty good, BYU, so that's some pretty solid teams. We really just hoping and reeling all the wins, and that'll be big for us when they come down and make the decisions come for March.
Friday's game at Dayton will tip off at 6 o'clock. Well, Anthony Davis returned from a hip strain to score 27 at home against the Celtics Monday night, but the Green would overpower that performance and beat the Birds 124-107. Heading into the night, the Celtics had lost 4 of 5 games, but their offense got going with 4 of their starters scoring 19 or more points, headlined by Kyrie Irving's 26. So the Pelicans adding to their losing streak, which is now at 4 games. The Pels sitting at 10-11, a fourth of the way into the season, but they'll hope to snap that losing streak Wednesday night as they take on the Wizards. And it all begins with turnovers, because last night the Pelicans would tie a season high with 22, and of course it was costly.
Every time we got it within a workable distance, it was either a turnover or, they made a 3. So, plus, you can't. There's 3 stats that stand out. Number 1, our turnovers, they got 32 points on. Second chance points, they get 18. Fast break points, they get 18. They're not a running team. Their pace is one of the slowest in the league. So, you give up 68 points. That's more than half of their points. On those 3 stats right there. So if you do that, you're going to have a tough time winning.
In some other news, Major League Baseball has announced a gaming deal with MGM Resorts, designating MGM as the first official gaming and entertainment partner of Major League Baseball. Sportsbooks will begin to use baseball's official stats feed and be granted access to enhanced stats. This in addition to league and team logos being promoted on MGM advertising and at the company's sportsbooks. MGM will also pop up at the All-Star Game and World Series. The NBA and NHL were the first 2 leagues to partner with MGM earlier this year. Well, Drew Brees and the Saints' high-powered offense will head to Texas for a Thursday night football matchup against the NFC East crown-chasing Cowboys, a team who Brees grew up rooting for from his hometown in Austin. But while it's a homecoming of sorts for the quarterback, Brees is trying to focus on the game itself.
They're playing at a really high level right now. Obviously, they're hot. Last 3 weeks. Defensively, they fly around. They're very well coached, very disciplined. They're taking the ball away. They're just doing all the things that great defenses do, getting pressure on the quarterback, good against the run. So really in every facet of what you would say is winning football, championship caliber football, these guys are doing it right now. I can't say it's no big deal. Go back to the home state. That's where I'm from. I'm from Austin, Texas. Remember waking up every Sunday morning watching the Cowboys. So yeah, there's a little something to it. Just a level of pride. Being from the state of Texas, having played football in the state of Texas, and then going back and playing the Cowboys.
That game kicks off at 7:20 Thursday night right here on Fox. It should be a good one. The Cowboys have been pretty decent lately.
Very good. Of course, the Saints very strong. It's going to be a great matchup. I know people going to the game.
Yes. Who's going in?
My husband's going to the game. So I know it's going to be good.
I'm sure it'll be a good game. The Cowboys, too, they've been, like I said, they've been on a tear lately, too. And that's always cool for Drew Brees to get to go back, watch the team he grew up rooting for.
Yeah, it's an environment where it can be maybe a little difficult to play. It's a really interesting stadium, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it should be a good one. The Saints should be going for 11 straight wins.
Yeah, can they do it? We'll find out.